everyone, welcome back to my channel Create a Life You Love. In today's video I'm going to talk about indoor plants, benefits of having plants in your house and how you can look after them, take good care of them so that they stay healthy. Talking about my plants is one of my favorite things. I have got a lot of collection of house plants. I love looking after them, taking care. I find it very therapeutic taking care of the plants. Even a simple action like watering the plants, changing the soil, it's very relaxing for my mind. I hope you find this content useful. If you're new to having a lot of house plants, you might find this video useful, so stay tuned till the end and I will explain all the benefits and how to take care of your plants. So there is a lot of research and science-based articles about benefits of having house plants and how they help us for both our mental and physical well-being, and I'm going to share those with you today in this video. And so stay tuned and we will go through them one by one. The first and most important benefit of having houseplants is that they help relieve our stress levels and our anxieties. It's important to create a nice, lovely atmosphere around us in the house, especially in the days when it's dark in winter and you don't get to enjoy your garden, you don't get to go out for walks, and there is not much sun around. It is quite depressing at times. And if you have a lot of house plants, it really helps elevate your mood. When you come back home and you're surrounded by plants, you really feel cheerful. The second benefit of houseplants is that they help purify the air surrounding us. There is a lot of pollution, and especially in closed spaces in our house, and especially in winter time when all the windows are closed. There are a lot of pollutants in the air, and plants tend to purify the air around us, so it's an important benefit. Looking after the plants, taking care of them, watering them, taking off the dead leaves, all these activities give us a sense of purpose, and it's very peaceful and very relaxing for the mind. I can't stress enough how plants also help elevate your mood. They just make you feel happy. Try having some plants in your living area. It just changes the whole atmosphere. It's your own, you create your own sanctuary, and it adds a color to your living space. We should also have plant in our study area or home office. Especially I have experienced that it improves your focus and concentration. You are on your screen for hours sometimes, and it helps you take your eyes off the screen and admire your plants. And somehow I have noticed that it relaxes me, it gives me a break from whatever I'm doing, and I'm sure it will help you. So have some plants in your study. Some research and scientific studies have also shown that plants help reduce your heart rate and blood pressure because they tend to relax you, especially the ones which have a fragrance. You don't need tons of plants in your house. Even 4 or 5 good healthy plants will help, and you can start taking care of them and see them grow healthy. And you would want to buy more. Trust me, there are never enough plants in your house. It's so important to keep our surrounding pleasant and nice, and plants, they help so much. So there are few things which you need to see when you are buying a plant. First of all, just check this plant out completely for any dry leaves, dead leaves, or for example any yellow leaves. Make sure you buy a healthy plant to start with. Also choose the correct pot for your plant. Make sure there are drainage holes here, and then need a slightly bigger pot so that this pot can stay in it. Every time you water the plants, water them in the sink, let all the water drain out. Make sure there is no water left in this pot, and then you can put this in the pot. Plants require light to undergo a process called photosynthesis, which helps them grow. And each plant is different in terms of their requirement for light, but usually they all do well if they are kept in a well lit room. You can use sunlight as well as artificial light, but sunlight is good for them. Direct sunlight sometimes can be damaging to the plants, so keep them in a well lit room where there is plenty of indirect sunlight, and it will help them grow and be healthy. It's also important to expose them to this light for at least minimum of 12 to 15 hours in a day. Tip number 3, you need to water your plants regularly, at least once a week, but there is no rule. Basically, what you need to do is you need to check the soil. Sometimes the soil on the top gets really, really dry, and that's when you know that you need to water your plants, but that's not enough. The top soil can get dry because of the atmosphere around, but try and put a finger all the way in, and if it's quite wet and when you take your finger out it is stuck to your finger, that means it's got enough water. Then you can just sprinkle some water on the top. You can also use this moisture meter tree. Your plants need a good potting mix which is rich in nutrients and fertilizers to grow. So depending on what plant you have, whether it's a flowering plant or it's a plant with foliage, you need to change the fertilizer. So for flowering plants, you usually need high potassium content in your potting mix. And the one with many leaves, you need a fertilizer high in nitrogen. Plants also require some micronutrients which need changing by adding potting soil or fertilizer. I usually use Miracle Grow, which I will put a link of in the description box. Just follow the instructions and add it to the watering can and use that mixture to water your plants once in a few months, and it does improve their health. You need to take the dry and dead leaves out from the plant. That helps the rest of the plant to flourish. Also, the dry and dead leaves attract bugs and insects, so it's better to take them out. Also, try and cut the tips of the dried out leaves. Clean the leaves of the plants, take the dust off, and it helps them absorb light better. You can sprinkle some water on the leaves and they look nice and healthy. If your plants look infested, first thing to do is move them away from the other healthy plants so that there's no spread of this. Second thing is, if there are only a few leaves involved, then you can just wipe them off with soap water. Or you can also use rub alcohol with water and wipe them off with the cloth. You can also buy insecticides for the house plants. It's available on Amazon. I'll find a link to it and put it in the description box for you. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, share, like, comment, and I'll see you next time with another video.